Hello and welcome to the script story with the Quin Viola. We are into season 2. Hello and welcome to the script story with the Quin Viola. We are into season 2. We are into season 2, and this very season we are going to have a little bit of some difference on the scripts. Last year we had about 27 episodes. Yes, and this year we're going to try as much as possible at least to have more than that. Depends on how often it will be, because a lot of issues with venue and all that. But hey, we are going to try our best. And this year, as I told you, the script story with Quin Viola is going to be a little bit different. Yes, it's going to be a little bit different, and this time round I'm going to be with Dave Bobodo. Yeah. I would love to hear the hands. Yes, I'm going to have this with him. So most times it's either me or it's going to be him. I mean, gender balance.
So I've invited myself.
You're welcome. No, you're welcome.
I've invited myself, and never mind how I walked into this. Okay.
You're supposed to have a grand opening. I mean, a grand walking in, like, hey, people clap hands. But a good thing the cocks are doing that for you.
Oh yeah, actually I've noticed you have a good number of cocks here. We can have a party. Do you only dwell on easy questions for the people we are hosting? Simply because we are trying to avoid trouble, or maybe we just don't know what to ask them, so we ask the common questions. What's your name? What does your name mean? How did you come up with the name? I mean, those questions are okay, but imagine when everyone is asking the same question. They go to all the radio stations and they're asking all the same questions. They go to all the podcasts and all the podcasters are asking the same questions. What's your name?
See, that is why I want this year to be different. Like, we have 5 minutes, you tell your story. Like, whatever you want to say. Those do you know that will be a little bit long for people who do not even know what to say on interviews.
Yeah, it's a good way of knowing if someone is a good storyteller or a writer in itself. And that's why we have different kinds of people. Some are good in writing, some are just good in singing what has been written for them. And one of the things also we should talk about this year, I think, is how some artists, they wrote for them songs, which they never bought, by the way. But they never at any point mentioned the writer to appreciate them. We know so many of them, by the way, but people are just there, they say, let's keep quiet.
But why? Because I thought we were going to develop the industry or to make it a better place.
Yes, and that's why we need to start calling them out. Someone has written for you a good song. Yeah. So
why are you talking?
Don't worry. That one will be included.
that one is an offside thing. Don't worry. He's not supposed to say something. He's the director.
The director needs to say something, so we are going to include that voice in.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that is a good idea, and I think we should do a lot this very year. It shouldn't just be focused on how they have started or where they are and how far they want to go, because we have talked about that for a very long time, and it's weird how in the beginning of the year they always say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but then they don't do them, then they are not held accountable for whatever they are doing. I don't know if we have to follow up. I think that would be a very long thing, but the audience will have to do that themselves. But so we have the would you rather, and then we have never have I ever. Yeah, we are going to come up with the best solutions ever. But then it's not like I'm not going to ask you a question.
You're going to ask me? I've only played this game once.
The way you look so nervous.
The questions are not good. That's the thing. But anyway, you bring them on. Let me see. I usually tell myself I have all answers to every question.
So I know you're a little bit churchy.
Yes.
And as you said earlier on, like any question is just going to come.
But you say churchy. Churchy is an understatement.
Or you are a born again.
Yeah, that sounds better than churchy.
Churchy. No, as like when I was saying churchy.
There are church goers and there are people who really do what the church says.
I know. Churchy is someone who is so much into the church or the Almighty.
Whatever it means.
Okay. Never.
I like the word you brought, Almighty. Okay, you continue.
Then what is it with you?
So
Okay. This one, I know your answer is going to be never have.
please bring it on.
Never
You're
have I
answering
ever
yourself
had a
already.
one night stand.
One night stand. What does that mean?
Like I knew it. I told you you're so churchy. David, one night stand is like having to sleep with having sex with someone for just one night.
Just one night?
Yes, and you forget about that very person.
Like when I've just met there?
Yes.
No. That's insane. No. But how do you do that? No.
David.
No. So I told you I played that game once, right? And I told you I played with a person. So this is what we did. You asked me a question, know that you're also going to answer the same question. This is just a rule for us today. Okay. But the rest will not ask you. So, to you now, have you ever played a one night stand? Never mind.
Why are you not looking at me?
Well, you were not aware that I was going to ask you. So don't worry, that's an ambush. If you don't have another thing.
And there's no lying, eh? No.
Yeah, I've not lied. Okay, my answer is being honest. One night stand? No. I don't remember doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, if I was to have sex, I would do it with someone I've known maybe for a week or something like that.
For a week?
Maybe.
Okay. This is David. Would you? Okay, this is off fear.
Okay.
Would you have sex with someone before getting married, or you'd rather wait for marriage?
No.
So meaning you're a virgin.
I didn't say that.
Never have I ever fallen asleep in public.
In public, in classrooms, I fell asleep, but one time in senior 3. Oh, I woke up with a saliva here. And
Nasty!
I vowed never to sleep in public again.
And by the way, you snore. Sorry about that. By the way, you snore.
No, I don't snore.
You snore.
When was the last time we shared the same room?
I don't know, like a couple of years ago, but then...
Yeah, so that's many years ago. I'm speaking of today. I don't snore.
Man, that was so nasty. Like, you wake up with that thing. Wait, did you have a crush in school, or you did not have a crush in school?
Oh, a boy like me.
Listen, I would go with different things because I said you're churchy, right? So you.
By then I was not churchy. That's the thing also. So if you're asking me, then now me, that's okay. If you're asking them, then is also different. But I think it's best if stayed here and the history can be told and altered.
Okay.
However, I vote never to sleep in public.
Because of
not
that?
Even in public transport. For example, in a bus, a transnight movement, I also vote not to sleep.
How do you stay the whole night without sleeping?
I know it's very difficult, but I often get myself into a little bit of trances.
Well, one thing I know about you is you have phobia of traveling. Oh, traveling phobia. So like you
always say that. I don't have phobia. It's just that I'm very eager to reach where I'm going.
David, never have I ever tried marijuana.
Marijuana? Oh, I've not tried that one at least. But I've ever thought of trying it. I just didn't get the opportunity.
You could try. Okay, like would you want to try to see if you're going to get high, like how people get high swimming in the bathtub?
I don't know.
Okay.
But you know, we have ever eaten some kind of some form of drug that was very nasty. Okay. You can narrate that story but I don't think that was marijuana. It was not marijuana, but since drugs are all the same thing, you know, they somehow similar.
But don't mention the other part.
I'll mention every part if I'm to tell the story, because that's a part of it. Now that I'll not mention, I'll just keep it long.
Okay. Yeah. Never have I ever lied about my age. Someone was as well asking you about my age, your age yesterday. Asking me about your age yesterday, actually.
Who is that?
No, forget.
Lady or female?
Lady.
Please direct. I'm not yet married.
David, you have a girlfriend.
Who is that?
Okay, first.
So, no, I've not. Unless I just miscalculated, but not intentionally to lie.
Never have I ever made up a story about someone who wasn't real.
No.
I have.
I've not met. So what was that person about?
So listen, like so many people always want to know who I have, who I'm dating. So I have this imaginary guy.
Why don't you say I don't have?
No, the story will get the situation will get boring. So I have this guy who is always traveling. He's not always here in Juba. He just goes and then he comes back once in a while. So if I don't surface with them, I will tell them I'm with him.
So, Kumbe, that's a trick. These daughters of Eve.
Kumbe, I'm in my house. So have you ever met of someone? No.
The thing is, I normally tell people honestly, if no, I don't do that. It's just I want to be open, and if you think my answer is heartless, that's your problem. But I've told you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should do that, by the way.
No.
Because the reason why are you at home and you're lying?
Because they would push me to do things, and if I don't,
why do you let people push you? That's the question. Or you want approval from people. So why do you want approval from people?
You're right. I think it's more of approval.
Yeah.
But I have to lie about that person because I'm not about getting to.
Well, you just be honest. If you don't want, you don't want. If you want it, you want it. That is the simplicity of life.
2022.
Yes.
Never have I ever participated in a protest that you did.
Woo. So many times. God is my witness. I thank God I'm born again now. But if the need comes...
if the last protest was, I don't think you are not a born again. You are still a born again.
No. I went there to cover the story. I remember I'm a radio broadcaster.
Yeah. Oh, how about the other protest that was in your workplace?
You see, God is a person who desires that you don't oppress, respect people's rights, and if I've worked for something, I've earned it. It's no longer a favor. So if I've earned it, it's mine. So if I'm asking you for what is mine, I'm not rebelling against you. I'm just telling you what you are to your face. Yeah, so in my former place, we initiated a strike, and that's how I left my former workplace.
And that's how you got the glory of your life. Now you're shining like an armor.
Oh yeah, they say that the path of the righteous shines.
Well, the last one, because we're out of time, and I don't think we'll be doing would you rather, but we'll be having it in the second episode.
Okay.
Never have I ever pretended I was sick for attention.
I thought of that number of times.
Like you would want to be feeling sick.
Yeah, I would just want to be sick and see who would come and follow you up, but I've not tried it.
I mean, that would relate to the recent problem you had. You lost your phone. So if people looked for you, that means it would happen like that.
Oh yes. So I have a piece of writing that I've written about friends in the busy world.
I think you're going to become a writer by then. Continue.
Yeah. So it's the question of, I was just thinking. Sometimes we also expect too much from people, but then you look into the busy world where even your friends themselves, they're struggling with things you don't know. And when you're expecting them to look for you or reach out to you, they're battling things you have no idea of.
Yeah, everyone is fighting something.
And then there are those who will try their best even through whatever they're going to reach out to you. So in these 3 weeks that I had no access, I was off grid, like not on the social media, not on the internet, and few people knew that my phone was back on. There are those who looked for me, there are those who reached out, and there are those who looked for me in the workplace, there are those who called my boss to find out where I am, there are those who called my other friends, which is a good thing. But as I was thinking about if these are my only friends, I thought of the world we are living in. It does not disqualify the fact that there are people who are around us just for the sake of being around us. But I also wanted to look into what would they be going through that they cannot reach out. Yeah, so, yeah.
You could think about that the whole day, and the answers you get would be like...
Yeah.
Extremely many. Well,
yeah.
That was deep. Oh my God. All right. I think that will be it for today. And expect a lot this very season.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of things coming up,
Yeah.
and as well I have my side things that you always get on the
Yeah.
channel.
Channel.
And yeah, so what's up? We
move forward. Edition episode 2.
Episode number 2 is coming up, and
yeah.
yes, we have someone. I think this person has been like my biggest fan, if I can say, from radio
Biggest
to
fan.
yes, he is my biggest fan, and
I will say. Okay. I'll confirm that.
and but he will Dave will be the one hosting. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going for a break.
He's out for a break. Ciao, ciao, ciao. See you.